Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Two Crones and a Book with your host, Chell, and
And Annette.
yay! It's another bingo episode, isn't it?
Yes, we fucking love a bingo.
Do love a bingo, absolutely loving it.
Yeah,
This one is a book recommended by someone you know.
yeah, yes.
Mm.
So,
You want me?
yeah, I struggled to be honest with this one because we kind of set the parameters in the last episode that we were not going to use each other as that person we know.
Yes.
Um, and when it got down to it, nobody was of any bloody help to me. Everyone I asked was like, "Oh, I don't know. Oh, no, or they're not really reading at the moment.
Yeah,
They're getting hints and tips from me and you rather than finding their own
the other
stuff."
way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I mean, there's my dad who I can't keep up with what he's reading. I do have a couple of books, but like a lot of the ones he had were quite chunky, and I was not in the mood for chunky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so I thought, well, what if there is a situation where you don't have someone that you can rely on to ask for
Mm-hmm.
hints and tips on books, because that is a thing out there when you know you're stuck, you want an idea.
Yeah.
So I decided to defer to someone who I follow on TikTok called Sinead Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
she's a fantastic reviewer. Check her out on TikTok. She's also got YouTube page. Yeah, I really am drawn to stuff that she reviews. If she's enthusiastic about it, it's going on the wish list.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So one of them just particularly stuck out that she recommended was Victorian Psycho by Virginia Feito, Feito,
Okay.
Spanish surname. I listened to the audiobook narrated by Anna Burnett. Length time 4 hours 51 minutes, which is not bad. That's
Not bad at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I don't have the page number to hand because obviously I did the audio. So I'll tell you the synopsis. Winifred Notty arrives at Esner House, prepared to play the perfect Victorian governess. She'll dutifully tutor her charges, Drusilla and Andrew, tell them bedtime stories, and only joke about eating children. But the longer Winifred spends within the estate's dreary confines, and the more she learns of the previous perversions and pathetic preoccupations of the Pound family, the more trouble she has sticking to her plan. Whether creeping across the
Okay.
moonlit lawns in her undergarments or gently tormenting the house staff, Winifred struggles at every turn to stifle the horrid compulsions of her past, until her chillingly dark imagination breaches the feeble boundary of reality on Christmas morning. Wielding her signature sardonic wit and perchance for the grotesquely macabre, Virginia Feito returns with a vengeance in Victorian Psycho.
I have seen this floating around. It's got a very cool cover, and I just looked at the stats. It's 208 pages.
That's it. Yeah.
That sounds pretty promising, innit? Was it promising? Did it deliver?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you, right, my one sentence book review, which is my new favourite thing.
Love it. Yes.
Uh, it's Jane Eyre, but with no more fucks to give.
I like it.
As I love doing this, I love seeing you smile and getting that giggle. I love it.
I
That's
like
when I
it.
know it's a good one. It's brilliant. So I truly enjoyed this book. It is such a beautiful piece of female rage set in
Oh, we're liking a
Victorian
bit of
era.
female rage.
Honest to God. So it was so refreshing to read such a non traditional version of the single childless woman the governess in Victorian
Yep.
England, you know. Um, this book addresses the hypocrisy of Victorian social norms, what it was all about image rather than doing the right thing.
Yes.
It was it's such a cathartic journey for Winifred. And it shows a change in power dynamic where she hasn't had it before. So essentially, Winifred, her entire life, it is almost like a reflection of like Jane Eyre. Like her mother was mentally unstable. She was
Yep.
trying to kill her from a very young age. She ends up in an orphanage where she is mistreated, and as this, it's like parallel story of where she is in the Pound family house,
Yep.
and she just has this dark humor
It's a bit of
about
us,
her,
isn't
which
it?
is just, oh god, it's so good. But then it's paralleled with how she's got to this point,
Yep.
and the big crescendo is Christmas morning with this family. Um, so in it, it's like it's obvious that Winifred is a villain. Well, not really a villain though; she's more villainous.
Yes.
Whereas you find out it's like everyone actually around her and who are the highest society are the true villains of the piece, with how they've conducted themselves as she's worked her way through different families to get to this point.
Okay. So a villain made rather than born, would we say? Yeah.
Yes, definitely a
Okay.
villain made rather than a villain born, and it's it's so well done how it all meets up at the end for
Yeah.
this final reveal, and this crescendo of blood and um, repression just
Yep.
thrown away, and that it's animalistic and it's gory and it's delightful, and it's a female rage war cry at the end.
Okay. Right. I'm liking the
Yeah.
sound of it.
And then and then there's the second ending, which I won't go into for anyone of it, but it's like everything turns out how it would have done, you know, how it truly ends at
So
the
when you
end.
say a
But
second
it's
ending, have you got a choice?
no, it's not a choice thing. It's like you have the moment that you've been waiting for to
Yeah.
happen, and then there is what the reality would be of the aftermath of
Oh,
that.
okay. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, throughout, just I loved Winifred so much. I mean, there's things like she, when you look at it, she hasn't actually done that much bad. Like
That
there's one
much.
thing, there was that much. There was a case of poisoning at one point,
Oh,
you know,
okay. Yeah,
but
a little bit of poison.
where she'd been but yeah, but there is discussions of child death in it, I would say, but
Okay.
not but it's uh, there is one scene that would be considered a bit upsetting, but it's not. I wouldn't I wouldn't worry about it in the sense I would like the
Mhm.
Adamses. It's not like that, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
So it is kind of a shock when you read that bit, but it's all part of, it's relevant to the story and
Yeah.
of the time and what was
Yep.
going on. Um, but over, I know I loved this. I loved this. I really enjoyed it. It's like when you are in that mood when you just don't give a flying fuck anymore and you're sick of the circumstances that you're in, and it's
Yeah.
like, all right, if I'm gonna do, I'm going out in a blaze of fucking glory. This is that book.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you are in that mood where you just need to, you know, and you're
Rage and
with her on that
scream.
journey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just get primal and screaming and like, yeah. They took the calipers off of you when you've been so repressed for so
Yeah.
fucking long, and then you just go vicariously through her, but it's always done with this dark sardonic wit, and it's so much fun. the way she's like, because you can picture it, she's like talking to camera, she's reading to
Yeah.
the audience, telling, these moments, it's like the nod and the wink over the
Yeah.
shoulder
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mhm.
And it's getting made, I think, into a movie, I've heard.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm very excited. I don't know the details. I've not read into it yet, but I just, as I was like doing the background research, I saw that it rather comes up as a film rather than the book first. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh,
So
okay.
if it's done right, it's going to be very good fun.
I kind of, yeah, I've seen it floating around and I was unsure, but you kind of selling it to me.
Yeah, I mean, I will say because it's posed as like a dark gothic feminine rage style book.
Yeah.
So
Bit
again,
me.
goth. Yeah, exactly. That era, the language of that era. Again, I trip up on a fair bit. That's who I
Yeah.
am. But once your focus is into it, and yeah, yeah.
Mm.
If you like, I think this is a villanelle for you
Oh,
almost.
oh,
Yeah, yeah,
those
with
is
more
fighting
background
words.
to it. Yeah. Potentially a villanelle style
Yep.
anti-hero. Yeah, because yeah, you can't not, even though she's done some terrible things, you can't not like her.
I like characters like that.
Yeah.
I really shouldn't be on your side, but I am.
It's true. She is, there's just something so it she draws you in, and just yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna start just blah 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 at this point, but no, it's Jane Eyre, but it's like fuck you all, you know.
I'm not a fan of Jane Eyre. Um,
Yeah, it's
so
the story, but it's that background, that
and
story,
it's
that
the fuck
journey.
you bit that I think, okay, so maybe that's the twist that it needs. So this is a recommend, is it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, as I said, what was it, only 200 and something pages? That's
Yep.
not a lot.
No, not at all.
No, it's not. And then as a listen, it's just under 5 hours. 4 hours 51. That's
It's a
nothing compared to
nice
some of the
size,
stuff we've
isn't it?
listened to. Yeah, it's a nice in between, like a bite size and
Yeah.
a chunker. This is a nice, easy. It's a good listen. I
So
think
it's
I
like a
did it
lunch.
in. It is. I think I did it in about 3 or 4 sittings, maybe.
Mm,
Yeah, no, it was so much fun, and the narration's fantastic. I think it lends to it.
yeah.
Have listening to it, I think definitely. Yeah, it's a recommend. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's being adapted for a major film by A24. So there we go.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right, I'll put it in my list then.
Woo woo! Yeah, I really want to know what you think about it,
Yeah,
because I
no,
know Gothic is like your jam.
it's my soul soother.
It is, but I think this is the kind of gothic I can digest because it's got some fucking mental shit in it.
There's the lines like that. They're the ones that, oh, okay, so it just moved up the list.
I love it. All right, then go on, Shell. What have you got for us?
So I was a long, long time ago. I won't confess how long. Was recommended a book by a friend, Ree, and it was I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Harpman.
Oh, I have heard of this one. I've heard it's good.
Seen it floating around, and I finally
Yeah.
she gave me a copy, and I finally got around to doing it. I will read you the synopsis. So, discover the haunting, heartbreaking, post-apocalyptic tale of female friendship and intimacy set in a deserted world. Deep underground, 39 women are kept in isolation in a cage. Above ground, a world awaits. Has it been abandoned, devastated by a virus? Watched over by guards, the women have no memory of how they got there, no notion of time, and only vague recollection of their lives before. But as the burn of electric light merges day into night and numberless years pass, a young girl, the 14th prisoner, sits alone and outcast in the corner. Soon she will show herself to be the key to the others' escape and survival in the strange world that awaits them above the ground. The woman who will never know men. Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Paperback is 208 pages. So it's a nice little bite size again. Just going to sneeze.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So yeah, it was only 208 pages. I was hesitant because it's sort of all of a sudden flooded my TikTok feed at one point, and I'm a little bit
Yeah.
like, when that happens,
Yes.
kind of puts me off. Um, I am conflicted with this book. So
Okay.
that's not to say that it's not good. I am conflicted.
Yeah.
I will give you the positive. So it's very basically you're following this young woman. She's the youngest of the group. She's never known men other than these guards outside. She's never known freedom. She's never known the world as it once was, which is implied within the movie because you never get reference to where they're from or what it was like before.
Yeah.
She's basically been born into the captivity. There's no context, no history, no explanations. There's literally just the cage, the bars, routine, and silence. She
Yeah.
doesn't quite get on with the other prisoners because she doesn't have a before, and I kind of wonder if that's a lack of her identity. So she's not really bringing anything to the table. The others have their cliques and their niches. When the women escape, so I won't go into too much details, but something happens and they escape and they step out into the world. It's not quiet, the world. It's completely fucking empty. So all the guards are dead. They get out and they escape into the daylight and it's completely empty. There's no people, there's no cities, they don't know where they are, there's no answers. There's just this vast abandoned landscape that kind of feels like the universe has hit a reset button and forgot to tell anyone.
Right.
Our girl, who is the narrator, so it's told from her point of view, she's got no expectations like the other women who've come out and they want to see what it was before. She's got none at all, which means she's slightly more adaptable, although she's struggling to figure out what it means just to exist and what this new life is. She kind of does this with this raw, almost animal honesty. She's not nostalgic like the others because she's got nothing to compare it to. She isn't grieving for the old world or what she knew before because she doesn't know fuck all about it. She's
Yeah.
she's just observing, and you're getting that through this narration because it's her that's telling you the story. It's completely from her point of view, and you're kind of getting to witness her growing in real time and finding herself. It felt a little bit like a meditation on identity stripped down. So who are you when
Yeah.
you've not been taught who to be? Who are you in the world that shaped everyone else around you hasn't been there for you? Um, it's a little bit lonely. It's a little bit haunting. It is
Yeah.
weirdly beautiful in that kind of standing alone in the middle of a moor with the wind blowing through your hair kind of way.
Yeah.
The women, they're not symbols. They're not trying. They're not. I can't. They're really hard. They're just humans trying to survive in a world that has erased all humanity because there's no traces of humanity at all.
Yeah.
There's lots of messy relationships. There's some tender moments. It's kind of like finding a family in the bleakest moment. At the end, you're left with a bit of ache and a bit of longing. There is a sense that the narrator's lived a life that's it's deeply limited, but also profoundly her own.
Yeah.
She has never, like I said, she's never known society, she's never known men, she's never known the world that we today would take for granted, but she did know something, and I kind of wonder if she knew humanity at its rawest because everything else had been stripped away.
Yeah.
It's a quiet book. It doesn't really shout, it kind of whispers. It does linger and sit with you afterwards. It does kind of prompt you to sit with an uncomfortable truth that, sometimes it's survival is the story, that rather than
Yeah.
anything else. Sometimes that's enough. I didn't dislike the book, but I did feel kind of left. I think you'd struggle with this because you get to the end and you're like, oh right, okay, is that it? Where's the rest?
Okay. It depends on the context, to be fair, but it's like that does give me pause for thought on
Yeah,
whether to pursue it.
I'm gonna say something to you that I'm gonna cut out in the podcast. Okay. Right, we're back in the podcast. Okay, so I silenced and bleeped that out.
Yeah.
So it ends, and you're kind of like, what really was the point of this? Was it about feminine rage?
Yeah.
Not really. Was it about the lack of men? There are other books that have done that better.
Yeah.
Um, I wouldn't not read it. I wouldn't not recommend it. I don't regret reading it. I
Mm,
will remember it,
right. Okay.
but I was kind of like, well, is that it?
Yeah. Oh,
A bit disappointing, you know. So yeah, it was. There are moments in
yeah.
it that are good. Yeah. So I'm conflicted with this one. I'm not as excited as I have been about other ones.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this to you, knowing your
Yeah.
style of book, the kind of characters that you like. I think you'd like the
Okay.
language, um, but I suspect you might get bored, and I suspect you might get to the end of it and then go to me, right? Well, what was that fucking about?
So it, yeah, wait for the movie.
Yeah, and even then, I wouldn't cinema the movie.
Oh no, at home.
Yeah, like I'd,
Yeah.
I'd be a bit like, So, like I say, it's a hard one for me. It's not a bad book. It's not badly written. It's easy to read. It flows very nicely. There are some sad moments in it. There is, some. I will remember it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this to other people. There are other books with better feminine rage, with better character arcs, better journeys that I would recommend over this.
How funny we both ended up somewhat in the feminine rage genre.
I wonder if some of that is to do with our algorithm and our influences around us, and you get a taste
Yeah.
for stuff, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah. So it was all right.
All right then. So it's a meh for
Yeah,
I
it's
who have
not a
not known
regret,
men. Yeah.
but it was a meh. Yeah, I have who have not known men. Yeah, I wouldn't not read this author again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't automatically dismiss anything she'd done, but yeah, I was a bit, and I do think you would tell me off if I made you read it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So that's it. That's it. That's probably going to be a no for me. And for Victorian Psycho, it's kicking in the door and listening to a good soundtrack.
Yeah, we got one
Pop
good
punk.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right then. I think that's it. That was it turned into a feminine rage episode, but somehow.
Um, okay, what's our next bingo? I'm gonna roll the dice.
Yeah, you roll the dice.
There we go. Um, oh,
Oh God, what?
a book published in a decade before you were born.
They made books before we were born. My gosh.
How dare they? So we are looking at anything that is pre-1970s.
How dare you? I was born in '89.
I know the truth, babe.
'Twas but a fetus when I wasn't even alive when you met me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're running out. What we got left? Just as a quick little
Oh
glance. We've
God!
got
So
that
there's
one.
we've got two left. That one and one more, isn't it?
Book that's been left on your shelf or to be read far too long. And that's it.
Oh my God! We're almost at the end of book bingo. That's crazy.
Oh, I've had so much fun with book bingo.
I know. Oh my God. Well, if
That's
there's anybody got any
rambles.
suggestions, well, I know, but if anybody's got suggestions of any other big book bingos we might want to consider, I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea.
Not cool. I'm really, really enjoying book bingo.
Yeah, it's so much fun. So yeah,
Oh,
don't be afraid to contact us and let us know if you've got any suggestions.
yeah, definitely. But on that note, no, sad note,
Oh,
we shall depart.
I'm gonna go listen to some pop punk princess music and smack around the patriarchy. What are you gonna do for the rest of your day?
Might have a nap.
Nice.
Um,
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.